places to find the universe pretty much covers everything. Alright, let's see what we got. Mr. YouTube, are we working? We are working. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Boop, 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 boop. Do, do, do. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Texting family people. Okie dokie. What do we have today? We have the big ass, super heavy Cursedcity box. My first time getting a Warhammer Quest game, so it's going to be kind of cool. I have watched a bunch of unboxings for it already. Or not unboxings, but like Let's Plays. Like all the famous people got theirs early and shit. So it looks like it plays like Blackstone Fortress, which is going to be pretty cool, but a little bit more streamlined. Still looks like it's going to take a little bit for a whole game, but I think it's pretty cool. We're going to check it out. It's all shiny. So, front, we got the back. It's a really heavy box. Let me swap over to the other camera so we can check it out a little bit better. Don't think the camera is going to grab everything that's in it or on it, because like it's a big box. It's a super big box. But let's check it out. Boop. There we go. Alright. It's all shiny because I got the plastic wrap still on it. Weird, like, see the weird wrinkles. Look at the light. That's weird. Alright, so let's get the plastic wrap off it. And then we'll check out the box. That's pretty. Be free, Cursedcity. Be free. Go. Alright. Wow, it's still shiny. It's a shiny ass box. So, got the cool artwork here showing some of the main characters. We got the Skyrigger dwarf guy. We've got, like, Karen of Tarth, Captain Big Hat, and the Power of Christ Compels You lady. A bunch of zombies and stuff. Really cool, like, red kind of, like, color scheme, sort of like lighting thing. It's really neat. Let's check out the back. On the back, we've got everything that's going to be in the box. So, or at least some of what's going to be in the box. So we've got our pictures of some of our main characters. So we have like the evil necromancer guy. We have like the undead gravekeeper guy. One of the vampire ladies. Our big bad ogre vampire werewolf guy. We got some zombies. We got a Skelebones, and then at the bottom here we've got all the characters that you can play. So like this one and that one and that one and that one, they're from the box. It's like a unit of 4 that you play at a time. So that's pretty cool. So, and we got a setup of like what a game would look like. So there's the day-night tracker here. We got some tiles down with enemies on them. There's the big werewolf creature that I'm super in love with, and some other models that don't show up on the back there too. There's a list of stuff over here on the side and a blurb about the story. At the heart of Shyish, an ancient city of Ulfenkarn stands upon the precipice of doom. Yeah, so there's a little bit of silliness here. It says for two or more players, which is weird because over here it says for one or more you can play by yourself, which is one of the reasons I got this, so I can play it on stream. All the models are going to be push fit, but you do need nippers, so it's actually not a bad place to get into Warhammer because of that. So, all right, so let's open her up for the first time, see what's inside. Dun 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 dun. All right. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got two different colored sprues here. Let's see. What is this one? This one is Radicar the Wolf. So this is the main ogre vampire guy. He's like on a sprue all by himself, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty sweet. I guess that means he'll actually be resold. Let me grab a brush so I can point at bits and bobs. There we go. Alright, so here is the sprue for some of the heroes. I like that the heroes are a different color. That's really nice. I actually didn't know they made this colored plastic, so that's pretty cool. This is like Wraithbone color plastic. So let's see what we got here. We got some parts for the dwarf and some parts for the big ogre guy. There's the ogre guy. There's a bit for the dwarf. There's his coat. There's his backpack. It doesn't look like we have any options for these, which is fine. Because you're really not going to have like multiples of these. So they don't really need options. But all right, this looks like the rest of the heroes. So we've got Helen of Tarth there. We've got part of the evil necromancer here guy. There's his like giant, massive beard. This is the rich, pompous guy. There's like his other arm. Here's some bits for the flippy elf. There's the gun for the bounty hunter. That's a really weird cut. Look at that. It's like part of his leg up to his shoulder and his gun. That's super weird. There's his face. Man, that's a really super weird cut. Here's the face of the Sigmar priest lady. There's the body of the elves. These are sliced up super bizarre. But I mean, hey, I'm sure they'll go together nice. It's just weird. But the detail is phenomenal. Like, look at the detail on her, like, fur griffin head thing. Yeah, this color plastic really, like, shows off the details super well. That's really, really nice. I like it. Alright. On to the next one. It's a big sprue. Let's see what we got here. Alright. What do we have here? It looks like we've got boss villains. That's what this looks like to me. So there's part of the like war like captain guy. That's him right there. Hold on. There we go. So there's like the captain guy. There's the head for the werewolf. Here's the gravekeeper. This is one of the like the enforcer ogre guys. Yeah, there he is. There's his axe. There's his thing. So they're going to be really big, which is really cool. This is part of the like necromancer guy with all the pets. There's his like cat dog. This is the big werewolf. He comes in a bunch of parts. Let's see, more big ogre guys, and then we get into the like werewolf vampires right there. And there they all are. Yeah, so they're pretty cool. The werewolf guy's gonna be really big. I'm really excited about him. Nice. Okay, so this sprue is all bosses, or like elite kind of enemies, because I think technically the big werewolf and the like ogre guard aren't elite enemies. They're just aren't bosses. They're just elite enemies. That means this sprue is probably troops, and it is. There we go. You can see it a little better from this side. So we've got some bats. We've got some rat swarms. We've got some like undead soldiers, the like skeleton bones guys. We've got a little goblin there who's adorable. Yeah, he's a super cutie. We've got some of the undead people. There's an undead cat. That's really cool. But yeah, she's an undead, like zombie person who had been like staked into the ground but has been pulled up. We got some more skeletons. We got the bat here. We got some bats here and there. The thing about this runner being mixed is that these models aren't going to be separated out. That's what this tells you. So you're not, if you ever want like these specific sculpts for these skeleton guys or whatever, you're going to have to pick up the box. Because they're not going to be sold separately, like being this mixed on a runner. That's not going to happen. So let's see what's on the other one. The other one, the same kind of thing? It is. Is it the same exact runner? Hold on. Yes. Okay, so you actually get 2 of the same runner, so that means you're going to be getting some repeated sculpts. But we'll see if there's options to make that cool. So, same exact thing. Okay, yeah. Alright, and that's all of the models. At least I think that's all the models. Let's see what else is in here. We've got bloody red piece of text. That's weird. Okay. And we got some rules. Alright, we got our bases for our guys. We've got bases for what's probably all the villains. This is probably all the bosses. Or all the, like, boss characters. And then this is probably all the, like, the villain grunt guys. What that probably is. So we got our bases. Put them off to the side. We got our dice. A couple different kinds of dice in here. We've got red dice. So this is sort of similar to Legion. I'm gonna pull the dice out. It's a crappy bag for dice. So this is kind of similar to Legion, where one side has, you want to see the undead cat? Okay. Let's see. So, the undead kitty cat's right there. There might be another one on the runner, but that's the one I see. I think you get 2 because there's duplicate on the runner, but yeah, there you go, undead kitty cat. All right, so these are similar to Legion, where one side has a hit pip, and then there's like a crit pip, and then there's nothing. Similar for these D8s, right? And each one of these is just more chances to do something. Right, so if you roll a red, you have a lot of chances. These are just some standard dice. And this is our D12. This is going to be used for behavior cable, I believe. Alright, so this says read this first, so let's do that. Oh, hold on, what is this? We've got a big base, that's probably for the werewolf. This is a piece of errata for assembling the dwarf. So I guess they missed something. What is this? Is this a code or anything? No. Oh, I guess it's just an ad. I kind of was hoping that would be like a code for the book, or like at least a code for like part of the book. That would be pretty cool. But no luck. Alright. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? We have rule book, the quest book with a really cool piece of art there. That's cool as shit. We have the secret envelope. Do not open until the final assault has been completed. Dun dun dun. So it is technically a living board game, so there is stuff like that, where it's, you know, you're going to be making progress. Your characters are going to be carrying over from round to round. It looks like the quintessential Halloween cat pose. Yes, it does. The art is back arch and all. It's like, yeah, it's kind of cute. Alright, so we got the rule book. Shows you everything in the box, what all the tokens are, what the cards are, or what they mean. There's a picture of an undead kitty cat. I'll paint it up if you want to see it. What all the cards are, who all the characters are. This is super useful if you haven't been following the game like super closely and you don't already know who the characters are. So that's super cool. So when the game says draw these people, you know what they are. How to do combat. When the hostiles do stuff. Everything you need to play. Alright, this looks like it's broken down really nicely. Yeah, this looks like it's broken down super nicely. Event phase, crises, the journey's end, the different types of journeys. Yeah, this looks like it's broken down super nice. I'm looking forward to reading through that. Getting the hang of all the rules before we play. So my plan for this is that I'm pretty much going to only paint this on Sundays. So once I have enough done, we'll play a game. Let's see. This is the quest book. This gives you some background lore on who the characters are, who everybody is, everything that's going on. That's a really cool, like, historic looking picture. That's really cool. I dig that a lot. You know, all little character portraits. Do not seek to dabble in my affairs, child. Every time you partake of Shaish's energy, it takes a part of you in return, and I am happy to do the work on its behalf. Woo! This talks a little bit more about the hunt maps that you can have, what a scavenge journey is, and scavenge maps, whatever a deliverance journey is, and then capitation journeys. Capitation journeys are like boss battles. That's what they are. And this is the choose your own adventure portion there. And these are the decapitation journeys. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so this is like explaining more of the rule stuff, giving you some background lore. The other one is just like how to play, I guess. Alright, let's look at this. War Scrolls. How to put these guys into your Age of Sigmar army if you want to. My understanding is like it's kind of annoying how you take them. Yeah, so you can take the skeleton warriors or the zombies, or everyone else has to be part of this like battalion, which is kind of lame. Because honestly, I'd like to take the Varkskier as like his own standalone guy. But all these guys, they can all be put into different armies and stuff, just as HQs. So it's pretty cool. I think they're HQs. I don't know. Maybe they're elites. Who knows? Alright. This is the how you glue everybody together. Yeah, and that's how to glue everybody together. Okay. Nice and easy. Just standard instructions. Nothing crazy there. Alright. Now we get into all the cards. There are a lot of cards for this game. So I need to get some card sleeves. Shit. I also don't know what a lot of these mean. Alright, what are these? These are... okay. These are character tokens that you can use to track whose turn is when. That's for... This is... Wow, this is a big deck. Okay, so this is... Okay, so this is your discovery deck. This is the stuff your characters can pull, and they'll either get a piece of treasure, they'll get a crisis, they'll get a trap. It looks like they'll usually get either a discovery or a treasure. Yeah, because there's way less traps and way less crises. So that will be like during the event phase. What's going to happen? What is this? What are you? Oh, this is... Okay, this is for upgrades. That's what this is. This is upgrading your characters as you play. I literally have a book that tells me what everything is, but I'm like, oh, let me try to figure it out. But yeah, working on these guys. My plan is to work on them primarily on Sunday, and then we'll play a game once enough of them are built, and then I'll just paint them as I go. All right, so these are some upgrades for your characters. Boop 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 boop. Wow, there's a lot. Weapons, armors. Then we get into an encounter table. It's kind of cool. It goes up with your level, so you can see like 0, 1, or 3 bat swarms, and then it's like 6 corpse rats when you're level 5. And there's a lot of encounter tables, and they go up really well. Like this, wow, look, this one is like 3 guardsmen, 3 zombies, and a boss. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and you can see you're not going to get the really crazy stuff until later on. So these are exploration cards. These are for when your guys are going through the map. Because there's a mode where you like play the map, set the map down as you go. So that's what those are for. What the fuck are these? These... I don't know what those are, actually. It's weird cards with no front on them. Alright, these. So this is how well your city's doing. So you're going to put a dice there and a dice with influence and any markers on any of the people that you've killed. So that this is sort of the like living board game tracker. That's what this is. So that stuff carries over between rounds. So, you know, the city's going to be like more gripped by fear, more gripped by influence by the zombie guys as you go. So, alright. Now we've got some character play sheets. These are similar to things you'll see in like, I don't know, like Zombicide or whatever, where you have like a sheet with what that character can specifically do. Yeah, it's kind of Warcry-y, I guess. And then on the back, we have the, like, Super Saiyan mode, where they get extra shit. Basically, you do, like, special events for each character, and then they can, like, go Super Saiyan, essentially. They use the phrase Inspire, but they literally colored it gold, so I can't see it as not being Super Saiyan. So we've got Karen of Tarth there, Mr. Big Hat, Horns Lady, Smashing Dan, Pompous Richard, Robot Dwarf, The Power of Christ Compels You, and Mr. Beard. So that's our 8 characters. Technically, your characters can die in the game, so you can lose access to certain ones. Not a big fan of that, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, this is the same kind of cards for the bad guys. So on one side we have the standard version, and then when night falls, they become the bad version. So they get upgrades and stuff. So alright, so we got Skelebones, Bat Swarms, Rats, the Staked Zombie guys, Sexy Werewolf Vampires, the big ogre guys, the big sexy vampire werewolf guy. Then we start getting into the named characters. These are really nicely made, by the way. Yep, and then we got Radicar the Wolf. Yeah, so those are super, super nice. I also like that the enemy ones go up and down, and that the good guy ones go this way. And the behavior tables right there. Everything you need is on one side. I like that a lot. That's really cool. Alright, so that's all the paper kind of stuff you get. There's so much stuff in this box. And then this is the game board stuff. We got some sheets. These are technically for you can the whole living board game thing. When you pack it up, you put your character with all its upgrades in a little bag, so you don't have to remember what they all had. It's just one of those living board game kind of things. Alright, so this is game board and tokens kind of stuff. What this is going to be. Okay. Come on, game board. There we go. Oh, these tokens are bigger than I thought they'd be. I'll show you in a sec. Hold on. Alright. Okay. So that's the tokens right there. We've got this horrifying, angry face. This is our day-night tracker. So as we play every round, we're going to move a dice around it. Camera, those aren't faces. Please stop. Thank you. The camera's like, what are the numbers? Yeah, so you're gonna move a dice around it. When you get to this, all the enemies get into sicko mode. These are some kind of corpse tokens. Here's your tokens for all the bosses when you kill them. These are wound tokens. On the opposites, they probably have ones. Yep, they do. On the opposites, they got ones. So that's pretty cool. This is your activation tracker down here at the bottom. So you're going to set the cards up on it, and it's going to tell you when people go, which is pretty neat. So yeah, you got a lot of nice tokens. These are all slightly embossed. Embossed is the wrong word. Slightly bezeled to where the cut is, which is really nice. That makes these a lot nicer than some of the other Warhammer tokens I've had. Yeah, you can feel it with your finger when they cut into it. It sliced downwards or inwards. It's really nice. So they feel really good. So that's our tokens. And we've got some of the game boards. Yeah, they're really cool. Some of them are outside. They're all double-sided. Nice. Yeah, that's really cool. Some trap tokens up the top there. More spooky game boards. You get a lot of game boards. So your environment's going to be really cool. A nice mix of inside and outside for the game boards, which is really neat. there's some kind of like graveyard, and then there's a like blood feast thing. We've got some inside ones there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Lots of nice shapes too. So like some are like curved, and some are big squares. There's the big end boss one. There's some kind of like, I don't know, like archaic kind of thing. Yeah, it's really cool. These are really nice. Really nice little game boards. And that was everything in the box. Really nice. I got mine for 10% off at one of the local stores. Because if you pay early, you get some money off, which is fucking awesome. But otherwise, it's normally $1.99 for the box. You get everything I just showed off. So about 60 miniatures, all the cards, everything to play. It's all in there, as I just showed. And it's a completely standalone game, but you can carry these guys over to Age of Sigmar if you really want to. Excuse me. I wish they would have put Warcry rules in the box. That is pretty much my only complaint, is that there are not Warcry rules for these models in the box. That would have been really nice. And it would have been like, hey, look, we really care about Warcry kind of thing. It would have been super nice, but they didn't do that, so that's my only complaint about that. Everything else looks fucking awesome, right? Like, hell yeah, this looks like it's going to be a blast. So, let's crank out some of the models. We're going to build a couple of them. So, let's build a couple models, and we'll see what we got. First off, let's build a kitty cat. That's pretty cool. And my sister in chat was like, look at the kitty cat. So we're going to build the kitty cat first. Let's find the instructions for the kitty cat. There he is right there. So he goes on a 25 mil. There's not like 25 and 28s in here, is there? Because if there is, Jesus. Alright, 25, 25, 25. 32s for the rats. 25 for the skelebones. 32, 32, 32. Seriously, they just need to fucking get rid of the 28 millimeters. I hate telling the difference between 25 and 28. Or make it just 28s. Like, I don't care, but like there being both can just go fuck off and die. 32, 32, 32, 32, 32. Okay. Alright, 25 mil it is. And let's build a kitty cat. I am going to glue them. You don't have to. They are push fit, but I like to glue, so we're going to. Let's see what we got. Alright, it gives us numbers, but I don't care. We're just going to find them. These sprues aren't that big. When you're building like a perfect Great Gundam, you need numbers. When you're building like a Skellybones, you don't need numbers. Let's clip this guy out too, since we see him. We'll build the cute little guy here too. Excuse me while I move him around. So the nippers I have are they're mainly a Gunpla nipper. So these are God hands. They're very nice. So I usually like I don't mind cutting really close to the plastic, because they leave like no nub at wherever I cut, because they're sharp end and like flat anvil, so they basically leave no nub at all. But sometimes you can't get the angle right, so you cut further out, right, like you're supposed to. but because God hands, I can skip some of that time. Go. Alright. So, clean up the nub a little bit on his head there. And then we've got this side of the kitty cat there. Clean up the nub there. That he sits nice and flush. This guy, clean up the nub here on his back. It's a really big nub for a little model, GW. There we go. There we've got his head. Does it have any nubs on it? No. Oh, he's like chewing on like a coin. That's adorable. Does he have a coin box? He does. Oh, that's great. Where is he on? There he is. That's adorable. I love that. Oh my god. That's the fucking best. Alright, let's get some glue out. Again, you don't need to glue these, but we're going to. There we go. I want to get a little bit on there. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so cute. Can the camera even capture that? I don't know. He's like chewing on a coin. Oh, I love it. That's the fucking best. Alright, let's get him a base. These are slotted bases. I hate slotted bases, but they're a requirement, I understand, for no glue models. There we go. So yeah, that's a little gremlin. There he is. A little gremlin. Okay. There he is. That's pretty cool. Alright, Mr. Halloween Cat. He's going to get some glue too. Got too much glue there. Just a little bit around his lip. There we go. And we're going to glue this side of the kitty cat on. Just like that. We're going to get the crap out of the lip of the base. Get it all out of there. And then we'll glue Mr. Kitty Cat down. So I think these kitty cats are used in like one of the crises or something like that. Like one of the events that can happen. And they're not, I don't think they're like a thing that happens all the time in the game. And I'm going to actually glue down his other foot. Just because it's touching the base, so we should glue it down. Alright, we've got Mr. Kitty Cat there. Meow. Meow. He's pretty cool. It's a little hard. There he goes. Yeah, he's got like half a skeleton face and a bunch of like spine and stuff showing. He's very clearly a zombie kitty cat. So, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's build some more of the little silly stuff. Because they're really cool models and I feel like they're things probably everyone isn't looking at or talking about. So let's build one of the bat swarms. Because they're really nice models. They're super nice. Let's see, D35. That's this one. So these guys are. They're actually enemies. So one of them's like a blood bat or something, and it's like the leader, and then the rest are just like the normal troops. There we go. There's the head. One thing we're definitely going to build. We're going to definitely build the big werewolf today. Werewolf vampire thing. Calling him a werewolf is a little disingenuous. as is calling him a vampire, because he's like a giant werewolf vampire. So yeah, that's super cool. All right, let's get the head on there. Super, super cool model. I love it. There we go. Squish. He's coming to suck your blood and give you COVID. Fucking bats, man. That's good. They all have neat little bits on the base too. Like there's little like candles there, and some like root that has grown up, and like a little bat sitting on it. Yeah, so that's really cool. So these guys are going to be a little weird to base because of that. So I'm going to have to get creative and figure out how I want to base them. All right, let's do another bat. They're fun. Let's see. So it looks like on each sprue you get 3 bat sculpts. So you'll have a duplicate of each, which is fine. There we go. I'm just going to snip out all the bits I see that are bats right now. Yeah, with the way these zombies are built, I'm wondering if you're actually going to get options for those. Because they all very much look like you build them and then you can place a different thing on their back. And that's what that looks like to me. There's an objective marker. Let's see, what are we looking for here? We're looking for D35 and D38. Okay. All right. We'll snip you out too, because you're cool too. I know, I'm like literally the worst. I'm just like, I'm looking at the runner and I'm getting excited at things and I'm like, oh, you look like a cool model. I want to snip you out too. Yeah, I'm literally the worst. I'm like, I'm just going to build the bat things. And I've clipped out like part of a monster and an objective token and like all this shit that's just really cool that I'm like, oh man, they start talking about zombies. I'm sorry. I really enjoy this stuff. So I'm a big old dummy. Just getting caught up in the runner and how cool the models are. 'Cause that's me. Alright, let's see. We need I think that's everything for what we actually want to do. Okay, so get some more bases out. There we go. Let's cut the holes out of them. Just make sure there's no gubbins in there. So the reason they're gubbins is because the base is molded, and then I believe this top is put on afterwards. I believe that's a second piece of like plastic that's like sprayed on. Vampire hybrid is a dampire. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that sounds right, actually. Yeah, you're right. But like, I think like on the books, it is technically like a vampire. But if you look at it, it looks like a fucking werewolf. So it's like a werewolf with wings. So I don't know. All right, so let's see. We've got Mr. Bird here. Mr. Bird, he's got a key. Because that's the kind of dickhead he is. He stole somebody's house key. Oh, man, this gets... yeah. I knew this would happen, right? Like, I knew as soon as I cracked the runners open, I'd be like, man, I want to paint these. But I was like, no, I'm going to just do it on Sundays. Oh, I don't know if that's going to stay. These are really cool models. They're super, super cool. All right, so there's our birdie bird. He's holding a key. He is a... what's it called? An objective marker. So like he'll spawn and you have to go get the key or something like that. So He's really cool too. And let's build some of these bats. I think I'm actually missing a bat piece. I don't think I clipped it out. D35. Did I clip it out? I don't think I did. Yeah, I didn't. I missed it. I was looking at the pieces I had, and I was like, it doesn't look like there's enough, like, connections to bases here. So yeah, so this this box is like a whole start to a whole like like vampire faction in Age of Sigmar. I wish they had some more werewolves in them. That'd be cool as shit. But no, they're doing like a whole vampire thing. It's not super my jam, but I know people are really excited about it, and that's really cool. Like, it's awesome that people are excited for it. Really? Is this like just a couple little guys on this one? It's a little bat swarm, okay. So yeah, so there's going to be like a whole basically army of vampires coming out for people that are into it, and that's really great, right? Like, I know people have wanted like more vampire stuff for a long time, so. But these guys, these models are sort of like the precursors for that coming out, because that's going to come out later this year. Got another little bat swarm there. That's my bat noise. I don't. Yeah, they sound, they're way more squeaky than that, but I can't really do it. So. But yeah, I think they're called like the Soul Blight Bloodlords or something. I don't know. But these guys are like the start for that. So a bunch of these models very much look like what's coming in that army. So like if you look at the skeletons and the zombies and stuff from that army, they very much look like this. Very very similarly styled. And this is a big group of bats here. So yeah, so these are going together like butter. Like, they're fantastic. No problem at all getting these built. Yeah, so there's a big bat swarm. Look at that one. That one's cool. So since there's 3 of these on a runner, you're going to get 6 bat swarms. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Is there any other silly little things? Let's build one of the skeletons. They're cool. So you're going to end up getting 4 of these skeleton markers, which is pretty cool. I love how I'm building like the dumb things. I'm sure every other person is like, they're like, oh, we're going to build the characters first or something. And I'm like, I'm going to build a fucking Halloween cat that only shows up in one crisis. You know? Alright. Let's get that skeleton out. Oh, this is an objective marker too. We'll clip that out too. But yeah, all these models are so nice. Like, even just the little like, like the skeleton cat, right? Like, it's such a dumb little thing, but it's awesome. Here's an objective marker. We'll clip that out. Where are the rest of the skeletons? There we go. I will say there are a lot of really pointy bits on these. I am not looking forward to taking this to a store because of that. Like, I'm going to have to magnetize all of these models to go into my magnet box, because there's too many fucking pointy bits for these for me to want to put them into foam. Oh wait, there should be another like hanging skeleton. Where am I not seeing it? Am I blind? Why is there not another hanging skeleton? Okay, I must just be blind. Alright, so here's our skeletons. Get rid of the unnecessary little clips on him. Tighten up this nub here. Get rid of that nub there. Oh, we should build some rats. Let's build some rats next. Yeah, that'll be fun. Just opening up the hole. Okay, so this is like an objective marker. So like something's gonna happen during the game, and they're gonna have to like get to a grave or get to a certain location or something. And this is just gonna be used to mark it instead of a token. I'm really happy they have these little objective markers and stuff because, you know, they add a lot to a game when you have a stand-up model versus just like a token or whatever. Hold on, there's some nub there. I gotta clip off the base. Like having it stand up on the board versus just be like a little flat little piece of paper. It's really cool, right? Like you really don't want tokens to be like, you know, things that like have to do stuff or you have to interact with. You really want tokens just to be like markers to tell you things. So yeah, little gravestone there. It's got like a bell on it. Yeah, like it's got a lot of neat little personality, like little bells here and there, little like zombies and bits and bobs. You know, they really like tried to like pack in the like kind of like spooky, like kind of Halloween-y bits of horror in there, and I really love that. Okay, that one doesn't go there. Don't need that. Where's the other skelly bones? There it is. So yeah, that's he's another objective marker. He's like, but he's also pointing because spooky skeleton. So it's pretty cool. So excuse me. So yeah, like most people like already just picked up their game yesterday. And, like, all the, like, YouTubers are already like, oh, what are the expansions going to be? It's like, bitch, I just got my game. Shut your old face about expansions. I mean, I'm excited for that, too. But, you know, fucking give me a minute. I ain't even built my fucking models yet, bitch. But, yeah, really, really cool. Awesome, like, little bits and bobs. Alright, so let's build some rats. I love rats. Because I don't know where the hell the other skeleton is. I don't know why I'm not seeing him, but I'm just not. So alright, so rats. Got away, rats. We're going rats now. Move, bats. Get out the way. Alright. Let's see, D40, D41, and D42. This is 44 and 40. Alright, so what I'm going to do, how I'm going to build the rats. I'm going to go through and I'm going to clip out all of the pieces that I see that look like rats, and I'm going to put them into piles for what rat swarm I know they go to. So this is D40, that's D44. This is 43. So this one goes with that one. It looks like each of these is 3 pieces. There we go. And he goes in that pile of rats. And this is D42. Where does 42 go? D42 goes in the first pile. There we go. And this is 46. This goes in the third pile I've yet to make. Yeah, these rats are awesome. They're so cool. Alright, that's D46. This is D48. I do love the inclusion of the bosses in here as well. Because then you get some that have like a really big freaking rat or something. That's cool. All right, 41. There we go. We got 40, 45. Okay. This is 47. And then 45. Alright, that's all our rats. Oh. Easy way to do that. Rats go on 32s. Oh, I guess we gotta... Okay, this bag is not for the characters. It's all just, it is 32s. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's put them together. So they're just plug and play, just like the regular ones. So they just go together like that. I'm betting what you could actually do is maybe mix and match these. I'm assuming. So if you wanted different rat swarms each time, yeah, you could totally mix and match these. Yeah, I'll do that for the next one. I won't build them according to the instructions. I'll just stick some different rats together. Where does that one not want to go in? Okay. Oh, there was air stuck behind the glue. Okay, that's why. So sometimes with these pegs, when you if you put glue in the peg and then put the model on, there's not enough room for air to escape around the peg, so it creates like a seal where you can't push it out. Alright, so let's put some glue down just under their little feet, just to get some more points of contact with the base. There we go. Alright, so that's the rat swarm with the big ol' rat in it. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, if you want to get mega detailed on these rat swarms, sub-assembling them will be the way to go. I don't like to sub-assemble unless I absolutely have to. So I'm not going to be. But, if you really wanted that, like, ludicrous detail on these, you could sub-assemble them. Oh man, come on. Come on. It's hard to get a point of like contact without like breaking their tails and stuff, because they're very, 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 very little and detailed. There we go. There's a lot of little tails shooting out there. I was just trying to not break the tails. Yeah, that's rat swarm number 2. So yeah, you could definitely mix and match some of these bits, but not all of them, because some of them attach in weird places. But like the ones that just attach to the side or whatever, 100% you can mix and match them, and they'd be fine. There we go. So it looks like each one's gonna have like one thing that has to go on where it goes, and then one thing that you can mix and match if you wanted. Come on. There we go. Just air getting stuck in the peg. Excuse me. I have not had any drinkage this morning yet. I was just waking up and I was like, oh shit, I woke up late. I gotta go build Cursedcity. I was sitting here painting my Sisters of Battle last night and working on my Wind Catan. There's the third rat swarm. Freaking awesome. Alright, let's build a skeleton. Let's build a skeleton. So it looks like the skeletons have some variation. So if you look at the instructions here, it looks like you pick a body and then they have a choice of what like chest they get. That's cool because that adds some variation to the models. I like that. So you're gonna get to build each one. So that's pretty great. Alright, so let's go ahead, let's build a skeleton so we can look at him, and we'll build a zombie. And then we'll go and we'll look at some of the characters. Alright, so this guy's gonna be Mr. D11. And then when I build the second set, I'll just make sure I build whatever I don't build here right now. There we go. Skeletons have this really cool, like, flowy cloth thing going on. Really not sure how I'm going to paint that. The box has this, like, this red kind of, like, light motif to it. I was kind of, like, I was debating doing all of the models not in that like style of like Zenithal highlighting plus red kind of thing, not like that, but definitely doing like lots of warm colors. So like all the cloth for the Ulfincon guys would all be red, that kind of thing. Alright, it looks like our Skelebones with the banner doesn't have any options. Looks like he just is one as is. A little shame considering the standard grunt guys have options. And again, I was like, oh yeah, I'll clip out this one skeleton guy and build him. And I'm like, nope, we're building all the skeletons because they're freaking cool. Excuse me. Yeah, they're too cool to stop at one. We're building all the skeletons. Skeleton train, don't stop, won't stop. Let's see, and they go on 25s. Okay. Right, so here's another Skelebones. So each one of these runners has like a captain on it and like a banner bearer. And I think they both have special rules for the skeletons. I think like when you fight them and stuff, you get extra points and all. And they have extra attacks and they do stuff. But we'll check it out. I will probably play a game with this before it is fully painted, just because I'm excited to. Alright, we got any more skeleton bits? Here's a skeleton bit. Bloop. Bloop. There we go. Here's another skeleton bit. Okay. Zombos. Here's another skeleton bit. Really surprised they didn't put these on their own runner, the skeletons and the zombos, because then they could have resold them. Because like 5 skeletons and 5 zombos on one runner is weird. How the fuck does that connect? Hold on, this piece is super weird. Alright, so this is like an arm. D18. Where's the connection there? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh. Up under my computer stand, I have a bunch of night guns magnetized, because of course I do. There we go. Alright, and the zombos can go over there. Whoopah. Okay. Clipped out all the bits. Now let's make sense of them. Let's get some bases. We need some 32s. We need 5 32s. Specifically, 1, 2. Each knee on. Clear, holes clear, holes clear, holes clear. Okay, cool. Alright. You've got Zombie Man with a spear. So let's figure him out. First and foremost. There you go, he's on his base. And then he gets... he can have this top. Yeah, so we'll give him that top. There we go. So he's got this one here with the no helmet. So we'll go ahead and we'll give him that. Or not. Okay, maybe he doesn't get that top. No, he doesn't. This is a different... Okay, this is a different one. This is one of the guys with the shields. That's what this gets. So that gets this guy. I thought the guys with the shields had swords, but apparently everybody's got spears, pretty much. Except for like one bro. Yep. There he goes. Looking cool with his shield and spear. And all his wispy cloth. Here. Let's go ahead and put them on the bases, and then we'll go from there. Boop. Then we can sort out what gets what. It'll make it easier. Boop. Let's see, we should have a couple more guys on the bases. Yep, we got the shield. Let's see what's in here. We got banner bearer in here. And then need another base for the captain. So yeah, so there's gonna be a whole vampire faction. Presumably they're gonna come out pretty soon. But the GW schedule right now is bizarre, so who knows. We literally just got Techless last week, and now we're already getting the next Broken Realms book. And it's like, what? Oh, crap. Crappity crap crap crap. This guy needs to be put together before he gets put on the base. That's weird. But yeah, we're already getting the next Broken Realms book. Kind of just came out of nowhere. Well, not really. We knew Be'lakor was coming and all that, but like, I don't know. The timing just seems weird to me. But I mean, that's COVID, so just to show how messed up the timing is. What really happened is tech list probably got pushed back because there were so many models in that release. So yeah, so there's like a captain, I guess, like a zombie skeleton captain. Clean up the runner here and there. So that's pretty darn cool. So yeah, so that's probably what happened is Broken Realm tech list probably got pushed back, and then that messed everything up. So now Be'lakor is just like coming out of nowhere. Okay. So you are also missing. You are also missing part of your tab, so you can't go in the base yet. D23. Oh, okay. Is this like an either or thing? Like you get the banner bearer or the guy? Because it looks like the banner bearer and the captain use the same piece. Okay, yeah, I see. That's not cool, man. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that they did that. You get one or the other. They didn't mark it very well in the instructions. That's for sure. So unless there's this bit hidden somewhere else on another runner, I don't know what the hell. You're not gonna get two of each of these guys, which kind of sucks. Considering you have most of the model. Maybe it's on another runner somewhere. We'll see as we keep going. We're going to take a look at some of the bad guy models, the bad guy bosses next. Alright, so here's the banner bearer. Wait, what? Where the fuck is the... Oh, God, okay. This guy goes together really weird. Alright, so this is going to suck. It's going to suck. It's going to suck. So before you put him together, make sure you actually pay attention to the instructions, unlike me. And... Fuck. Okay. Getting this guy apart's gonna be a pig, but it'll be easier to do it while it's soft than after it dries. Okay, so when you're doing him, this arm goes around this loop first, like that, and then he goes together. That is bizarre construction, GW. That is super fucking bizarre, my man. Okay, and now he goes on the base. Like that. There we go. Alright, so there is the zombie banner bearer. Really, really weird construction. Because they, for some reason, wanted to double use that one piece. Why? Just put a different piece in the runner. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Okay, so here's our skeleton bones. There we go. So there's one of the spear skelebones. He's got a cool, like, crooked stance to him. I like that. Then we've got another spear skelebones. I'm going to try to stop putting glue in the hole, because I am running some trouble with that. So and there's the other spear skelebones, all slack-jawed and awesome. And then our last Mr. Skelebones is a guy with a shield. Now, a lot of these have like options, which is really cool. So you can choose to put what front you want on it. That's really neat. I like that a lot. Having to put the arms in first, though, super fucking annoying. Okay, yeah. Goodbye, Mr. Peg. That's what glue's for. We're gonna glue you on. Because I ain't dealing with that pulling you apart shit again. Ain't happening. I will come back and probably fill some of the little gaps and stuff in there, like cloth and armor, with glue and stuff. Alright, so that's all of the Elfin Watch for one sprue. That's all of the bats, all of the objective markers, all of the rats. It's everything pretty much from one sprue except for the zombies. So let's build zombies. Alright. So it looks like there are a bunch of options when the zombies get built. So we'll clip them out and then we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, all these zombies, they got really mixed reviews online, which I think is weird. Because they're cool models. Because they've all clearly been like staked down and had like trees and stuff planted into them so they don't get back up. You know, it's like, if you were to rise out of the ground, you're gonna have to deal with all this stuff, Mr. Zombie. So we want you to stay where you belong, in the ground. That seems like a lot of hassle to me. You think they would just cremate people, but you know, you can't have a spooky graveyard if you just cremate everybody, right? But yeah, so they've all got like these tombstones that they've been attached to. And if you look at the Gravekeeper character, you can see that he is actually like pulling one of these guys up on his base. So he actually, like, his one arm has like a big hook, and you can see he's like grabbed part of the tombstone and is like pulling it out of the ground, and the zombies coming up with it, which is really cool, might I add. And a nice little bit of like cohesive storytelling amongst all the models, you know, because you're like, oh, why do they all have these graves attached to them? That's stupid and just unnecessary. And you're like, oh, this guy literally just ripped them out of the ground by pulling up their fucking gravestone a second ago. That's why they have their grave attached to them. So like they're putting out more zombies for this new vampire faction, and like they don't have the graves attached to them, but they're very similar designs. All right, there's our empty sprue, our first one down. Our first sprue of just the generic bad guys, because that's how I roll. Alright, so let's do what we did with the skeletons. Let's get them on their bases. These guys don't look as complex. Let's see, we should have 5 guys. We need 5 bases. Go. See, I have to figure out who's going to be in my party first. When I first start playing, I like the big ogre a lot, and the vampire hunter guy is really cool too. And as much as I pick on her, I do like the Karen of Tarth model. It's just her hair is really fucking bad. Her hair is like super Karen. I think if I paint it like red or something, it'll do a lot to alleviate that. But yeah, I'm excited to see who I'm trying to figure out who my first party is going to be. You know, there's a necromancer guy with the big beard. He's pretty cool. I like the big ogre a lot. And the dwarf guy's cool too, with his big like harpoon gun. So I don't know. There's a lot of cool options in the box. The one I don't super care about is the elf lady. Just not a fan of elves, even if you give her deer horns. I mean, that's cool and all, but like, just not a fan of elves. So each one of the models, they're like supposed to like fill like a sort of like a role in the group. And I think it's hinted that you should probably really have like one of each role in your group, but I'm just going to do it based on which ones I like, you know. Same thing as like if you had friends over and like, you know, you're like, all right, you know, pick your Monopoly piece kind of thing, right? Like you're going to pick the one that you think looks the coolest. You're not going to be like, oh, well, this guy adds synergy to blah, 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 blah. You know, no, you're going to be like, oh, man, I want the guy with the giant fucking hat. Yeah, that's cool. Right, so this guy, is this one good there? I don't know. Yes, he does. Okay. Let's put a little bit of glue. Well, you know, well, actually, we'll put them together and then we'll glue around him. Like that. So yeah, there's a zombie staked to the ground. He's got a tree growing through his chest and out his mouth and stuff. There we go. We got another one. Same kind of deal. He looks like he didn't have a gravestone. He just had like a little plaque over him. We've got a lady here. She's got her fabulous hair, although she's a zombo. She's got a really fancy looking dress too. She was a noble or something, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to definitely clean up some of the nubs on these still. Last zombie guy. Guy. It's a dude with a big raven hanging out on his back. And he's got like some kind of marker. And the raven looks like it's going to be super impossible to see on the camera, but the raven actually has like an eyeball. So it looks like it just plucked this guy's eye out. That's legit. It's got like an eyeball hanging out of its beak. And the last lady, she's in a slightly fancy dress. Not as fancy as the other lady. And oh, she's a nub in the way. There we go. I was like, why is this one not going together very well? Nubs, man. That's why. Yeah, and there's the last zombie lady. And that is the entirety of one. You'd become a fancy zombie? I believe it. I believe you'd be a fancy zombie. That is the entirety of one whole runner built. I still want to build the big vampire werewolf guy, and then we'll probably take a break after that. Oh, let's build Gorslav too, so we can look at him and the other ones together, the other zombies together. Let's build Gorslav first. So Gorslav was the first one they showed off for Cursedcity. He got some personality. All right, he's a cool model, really cool looking character. Like they could have easily made Gorslav like the main bad guy kind of thing, in my opinion. He's got like a okay. He's got like a shovel spear, and it's so cool. He's got this big like eyeless helmet. Oh, it's so good. It's so spooky. So much personality. Let's see, we need, yeah, his helmet is like made out of like femurs and shit. Like, it's so cool. I freaking super love Gorslav. Alright, so now I need C3. And I can put them together. Okay, I clipped that out already. That's his front. That's his face. His arm. It's the guy. And now I need C3 still, which is his back. There it is. There we go. Alright. Gorslav goes on a 40. He's a big boy, apparently. Shit. Alright. Yeah, so cool, so detailed. All right, let me get him built, and then we'll admire him some. Oh, weird. That like fits in around the tooth there. And then this goes in the hole to hold it in place. Weird. Okay. Kind of cool, but strange, you know? It's weird. Push that down. I'm going to fill this gap a little bit. That's going to be an ugly gap otherwise. Yeah, it's not sitting super flush yet. Give me a sec. There we go. Just pushing them together. Make sure they're super flush. Or as flush as they can get. There we go. Okay. Put his face on here. It's not his face. There's his face. Spooky zombie man. So cool. I love him. Alright. Now his dress. You gotta have his butt. You don't have butt no otherwise. Oh, gotta clean up a nub there or it's not gonna sit. Clean up a nub here or it's not gonna sit. There we go. Alright. There we go. Okay. Now it looks like we put this guy onto this peg here. Okay. Yeah, so this is like the zombie guy that's getting pulled up out of the grave. So it sort of explains where all the grave zombies have come from. They're all this asshole pulling them all up. And it's like, no, let them be. And he's like, no, I'm a zombie dickhead. Okay, here we go. Where are the... Come on, base. Go. Why you don't want to fit? Come on. There we go. Alright. Let's put a dot of glue here for the shovel so it has a connection point. And we'll hit the edges here at the dirt so we don't get a weird seam there. Same thing here. There we are. Alright. So man, check him out. He's cool as hell. He's got that big shovel, pulling the dude out of the ground. Yeah, that's rad. That's super rad. Hell yeah, man. That's good. So you got him, and then you've got the zombies that sort of like go with him kind of deal. That's super cool. Alright, last but not least, we're going to build the big vampire, werewolf, vampire thing. Not going to lie, this is the model I'm most excited for out of this box. Because I am so easily sold on werewolves. Because I'm fucking terrible. That's why. Especially when you start mixing in like weird stuff, like these wings and like proto little like vampire bits this guy has. Oh, I'm so sold. 100%. So yeah, I'm just clipping out things that I know are vampire werewolf just by looking at them. And then sort of as I, if I figure out anything's missing as I put them together, we'll do that. Okay. There we go. And then the werewolf head. Oh, he gets a little rat buddy. Aww. Everybody wants a little rat buddy. There we go. There we go. And clip his last piece of his head out. Alright. That's our vampire werewolf right there. Okay, so let's see. We've got the leg piece. That's glue. The leg piece without the tail. And then we have this one, which goes in like this. Okay. There we go. And we've got, this is his like crotch and neck. One of the things I've heard for building these like snap fit models is to trim the pegs down, and it makes it easier. I've never done it, but I heard that it does make them go together easier. There we go. And this guy's gonna have some seams, so we're gonna have to fill those in, but we'll get that, no problem. Let's see, this one gets a toe, just like this. There we go. Alright. Then we put this side of the body and that side of the body together. Okay. Squish him up so he's nice and good together. Don't want any huge gaps we can't fill with glue. Alright. And he's gonna get his head. It's interesting this guy only has the one peg. I thought for sure he would have more than one in the base, but I guess not. This one is reserved for his rat friend. The rest of his paw here. Ah. Ah. Yeah, this guy's a little tough to put together. Push a lot of it really hard. Let's get his 40 out. Oh wait, no, he goes on the 60, right? Yeah. He goes on the special base. Alright. There's his arm. There's his head. Why does this arm not want to go on? Come on. Why do you not want to stay flush? Okay. Let's try the other one next. Alright, so that one's fine. Why is this one being a pain? Did I miss a nub or something? No. Goes like this. Huh. Modern problems require modern solutions. Sorry, I was really just trying to figure out how to get that to work out of the box, but not gonna happen. Maybe the peg was just not lining up right or something, I don't know. But I don't want to mess with it, so fuck it. Alright, like, don't want to mess with it, so if you can find cheaper pussy anywhere, fuck it. There we go. And then we're just going to hit the lines here with the glue, and it should help fill in the gaps a little bit. And then once it dries, I'll come back and check it. Man, he went together really weird though, I'm not gonna lie. Super, super weird. Fill in the little gaps here and there. Alright. Get some glue here in the bottom here. And then we're going to put him on the base. Like that. He's glued down nice. I'm going to glue down his little rat friend. Maybe these aren't supposed to be wolves. Maybe they're supposed to be more rats. No, because he has a wolf tail. He doesn't have a rat tail. I mean, they do have like a rat vampire guy coming out, who's really cool. It's like Kritika the Rat Prince or something, but these are definitely wolves. This little rat friend is really hard to get on the base. To the tweezers, to the wall. There we go. Alright, so there he is. There's the Vargskir, the big werewolf guy. Just to show off how much bigger he is. That's him versus a zombie. So he's pretty massive. Yeah. Stop. Thank you. So yes, he's pretty big. So that's him versus a zombie. This is him versus the zombie cat. So that's pretty awesome. And here's Gorslav right there. Awesome stuff. So I will probably build the rest of these up today and get them sprayed. And then next Sunday we'll probably start painting. I might do like one test model, and then we'll figure the rest out as we go. just so I can get an idea of what I want them to look like. But yeah, so that has been unboxing and some build of Cursedcity. I would keep going, but honestly, I'm starving and I need to get some food. So I'm gonna go grab some lunch and get some breakfast and stuff because my belly's grumbling. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully this was fun. Getting to see some like cool Cursedcity stuff, getting to look at what's in the box. I will be working. This is going to be my Sunday project. So I'm going to get the rest of these guys built up, and then I'll get them primed, and then we'll start painting them every Sunday. Once we have enough of it done, we'll play a game. Maybe before we have enough of it done, we'll play a game, and it'll be fun. But hopefully that was interesting for you, and hopefully it was a good time. I don't know why I was messing with the dice right next to the mic, because I'm a derp, apparently. Let's look at the cool vampire some more. Instead of my derpy face. Alright, so that's it for me. I'm done. I need food. I'm getting loopy. And I will catch you guys. I will probably be streaming late on Wednesday. Late Hawaii time. And then I will probably be streaming these guys again on Sunday. And we'll get some paint down on some of them. Maybe we'll batch paint a bunch of the skeletons or something, or maybe we'll work on the Vargas gear or something, I don't know. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at Cursedcity, and I'll see you next time.